They have
Go
like
live.
sugar-free Skittle flavors.
Really?
And you add the vanilla to it and it makes like,
Mm.
I'm talking about
Hey, everybody.
creamsicle drinks, sugar-free creamsicle drinks.
Yeah, we're talking about like there's this thing on TikTok called Water Talk where people are making fun water. So I was just saying how I need to have more water. So I'm hoping somebody will say whether or not they can hear us.
I love water.
I do too.
We have a water machine in our fridge, and I have so many Starbucks tumbler, and Cam's like, we don't need any more. And I'm like, no, you're wrong. I need all of them.
Oh, there's ads.
No sound.
Okay. Well, I'm on there. I'm here. What in the heck? Oh,
we can hear you.
Okay. It's on Joan's end then.
Okay.
Yes,
we can hear you.
Can
both.
you type that in? Say,
okay.
Joan, it must be on your end. Okay. Thank you, everybody. All of a sudden we're like, no. we actually got hold of the engineers behind the scenes at StreamYard and said, we don't know what is going on because we keep having these problems and they can't figure it out either. So, yeah, we apologize for every week that this is the way that we start. But I was watching Tierra Cast yesterday when they were doing their release of their new their new release, right? I got to speak English. And they were having some problems, so they had to like stop and kind of like go behind the scenes and get it. Like it's a whole thing.
I think it's just like across the board. Technology is hard, and it doesn't always compute together. Yeah, and when I was talking to one of the help guys at StreamYard, he's like, "Why are you running so many different computers?" I'm like, "Well, because we have one that we film on for down, and then we have one for this way." And then Savannah runs one over here so that she can chat with you guys and, do all kinds of things behind the scenes to make it easier for me. So did he say that was silly? No, because there's sometimes people use like multiple of all sorts of different angles and things like that. So hey, everybody, it's Kellie and Savannah back again for this week. And thank you for I saw Lisa, thank you for the birthday wishes. My birthday is actually on Saturday. Judy's was yesterday. Whose was yesterday? Judy Owens. Oh, Judy. Happy birthday. Happy belated. I hope you had a really good day. We're all these May babies. I seem to know lots of people. There's actually quite a few people that I know that are in May. Really? Yeah. Yeah. Lots of May babies. Because Willow. I'm so Willow. Yes. My granddaughter. She's May 26th. I think she's 13 days after me. So yeah. So I always it's always right around Mother's Day. So this weekend, Saturday is my birthday and then Sunday is Mother's Day. So on Saturday, I have plans. Kirsten's husband's is the same day. Oh, well, happy birthday to your husband, Kirsten. Thanks. I love my skipping. Oh, you're skipping? People are still going strong. People loving it. Still doing that. You're going to have to do some more crazy stuff, I think. People like that. I almost took a video of my lunch break today. You should have. I brought a lawn chair and I sat outside in the sun. And Henley came out and was cuddling me, her dog, and had my eyes shut. And Kelly came out. She's like, "Get to work." I did not. Like, he said, "Let's go get to work." Get some rays. She's laying there with her feet up on her car and because it's really warm. Nice, it's very nice. We're getting up to 35 this weekend. Yeah, Celsius. Kill me. That's going to be so hot. That is true. After 24, I get cranky. So I just saw somebody say it's their cat's birthday. Karen's happy birthday to your kitty. That's nice. Billy's birthday was yesterday. My dog. And then Donna's 51st anniversary on Saturday. Well, congratulations for getting married on May 13th. It's obviously been a good day for you, right? Yeah, Susan, there's just tons of them, right? You have four May birthdays in 3 days. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. What were people doing? I guess it was 9 months ago. Like September or something. I always think that too. So it was August. Oh, people were on summer vacation. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so I've got a busy day planned on Saturday. I've got about 6 friends and we're all going to dogpile into my car. And there's an art walk going on locally, sort of not local to my house really, but local to the area. Nothing's local to me out here. We've got bears and cougars that are local. And our deer. So we're going to go to this art walk. A few of my employees that I've had are doing part of it. So it's all spread out amongst 2 of the towns.
And so it'll be fun. And we're going to go out for lunch. And so it'll be really nice having a day with my friends. So I don't usually do a lot for my birthday. So that's going to be really nice. And then Sunday morning, I'm going over to my daughter's for a quick Mother's Day brunch. And then she's heading off with her dad and stepmom because she sings in a choir. So they're doing the choir thing. What are you doing for Mother's Day? Do you know?
I mean, we were thinking we were going to go to Farron's, but she didn't invite us because I think she wants it to be quick.
Yeah, because they have to get out really fast.
So I'm doing a barbecue at my mom's house.
Oh, nice.
Because she doesn't. Yeah, and my sister's mother-in-law and father-in-law are going to come as well, and
good.
Grandkids will be crazy, and
that's good.
Yeah, it's fun. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, we can't really do much with my mom because she doesn't live here, but she's actually here right now. So we're taking her out for dinner tonight, sort of in celebration of Mother's Day and my birthday. So I don't usually get to see my mom around my birthday or Mother's Day. So it's hard. So, hey, Diane, thanks for getting your order in. I appreciate your perseverance. Diane was struggling yesterday. So thank you for having the patience to deal with that. Hey, Theo, we were just talking about Theo. I don't know. Did you hear that, Theo? I didn't use your name, but Theo's one of my employees who's going to be doing the art walk. And she's up at one of the new community centers doing it with a bunch of other people. And Theo makes the most beautiful beaded stuff. So
it's really cool.
She does beautiful work. Like she used to be the teacher in my store for all the beaded things. She has the patience of Job. So she's good at all that stuff. So she does beautiful stuff. So we're going to go see her. And hey, Faye. Oh, Faye, we've got a picture that we should share with you. So the other day Savannah lives close to Faye. So she hand delivered her order, but it wasn't actually Savannah that hand delivered it. It was my little grandbaby in her school uniform that delivered it. And so Grace apparently was so excited to deliver your order the other day, Faye. So we'll shoot you a picture of it maybe because she looked adorable.
She was like, she just wants to work.
Yeah.
She wants to work here.
Oh, does she?
Yeah. And so to be able to deliver a package for Nanny.
Yeah, she's so cute. She's always she's very motherly and very helpful, and she likes to, sweep and do dishes.
Honestly, you put that kid to work.
And she's
My
happy.
dad was moving firewood at our cabin, and she moved firewood for 3 hours without complaining. Like she just loves it. My dad ended up paying her because he was so shocked at how well she did. He's like, here's $5.
Oh, she's so sweet. Yeah. She's very sweet. All right. So now in honor of my birthday, when I had my store open, this is the first year I haven't had my store open on my birthday. So I had to figure out what to do, but I always had a really big sale. So what we're doing this year is, so generally only one time a year I do this, all of our semi-precious, our wood, our large hole beads, our freshwater beads, and our Chinese crystal strands, they are all on 60% off, which I hardly ever do. So yes, Theo, we saw your order. Thank you for that. So I wanted to give you guys an idea of the savings. So if you're looking at, we forgot to bring those beads, but it doesn't matter. I can just tell them.
I can grab them.
So no, it's okay. So a few weeks ago, I showed you those beautiful multicolored quartz. And I gasped a little bit when I said the price. They're $59.99. With this sale, with the regular half off that you would always get, they'd be $29.50. With this sale, they're $24. So that takes a little bit extra off. Now, I'm sorry, Canadian girls, but for the American people who get the benefit of the exchange, that's going to drop that down to about $17, depending on what the exchange rate is sitting at. But it's been kind of holding the same for a while. So you drop from $59 all the way down to $17. So
from $60 to $17.
Right? It's crazy.
We were packing orders today and it was like, oh, they got this one for $3.
Yeah, so there was some people that were getting strands for like $1.50 by the time they got their if they were American. So if you've been eyeballing some of the more expensive strands, this is definitely your time to grab them because I only do this usually once a year. So
what is the one that I want again?
No, the morganite. There's a beautiful morganite out there that she drills. It's one of the first strands up on our wall as you walk around into our strand area. And every time that Savannah walks by, she drills over it. So
that's why if I win the lottery, I buy this strand.
Yeah. So you don't need any coupon. You just plunk them into your into your shopping cart, and it will automatically come off when you check out. So that is good until midnight on the 14th, which is Sunday night.
Yeah.
So it gives you a few days. No code at all, Kendra. It's you don't normally need a code for our 50% off. So I just kept it the same way. Why bother with codes, right? We don't need that stuff. So yeah. So there's my birthday gift to you. I always had, for years, I had a big party at my store, and we would have birthday cake and all kinds of beverages and free classes, and then a big sale. And so it was always on the Saturday, somewhere around my birthday, wherever my birthday would land, we'd have a big party on the Saturday, and we'd have customers coming in and having cake all day, and it was always lots of fun. So I do miss that part of having a store, but this is just one of the little things that I wanted to do for you guys. So there you go. All right. So the other thing is that we have restocked our chain. I just got a huge order of chain in. So it's all up on the website. So if you have been looking for some chain, and I think there's one we're out of that I forgot to order. So we've just done a restock.
Sale wiped us out.
Yeah,
the chain sale wiped us out. Yeah,
completely wiped us out. I mean, people were buying like crazy amounts. So what else have we got here? Oh, so we have an alert coming up. So we have to wrap this up by 1:55 at the latest.
1:54.
1:54 because they're going to be doing their what is it, like
it's like they send out
an emergency
alert to all
British Columbia
devices in British Columbia.
Yeah, so between us, we've got like multiple devices here. So if we don't get out of here by 1:54, you're gonna hear. We did it on one of. Remember one on
one of them.
Yeah,
panicking and.
So I mean, it's good because if there's ever an emergency, they can blast it out over their phones. Over our phones, but it is a little jarring when you're not prepared. Yeah. So they prepared everybody. Yeah. There's going to be one today, so we all know about that. So that's good. And okay, what else do we have? Oh, so Savannah has a story that she shared with me yesterday. So we will get down to showing you some beads, and I've got 2 projects here. Well, one is part of this whole thing. So you tell your little story. So this is the cutest.
This story. Is like a full circle story.
Yeah.
So 5 years ago, I had not met Cam yet. We met 4 years ago. So 5 years ago, my parents were going to New York, and my mom said, "What would you like for a gift?" And I said, "I would really like a plain leather bracelet. I don't want it fancy, simple." She said, "Okay, screenshot it. Send me a picture of like something you like." So I send her a picture. And sorry. Yeah, so I send my mom a picture, and this is the picture that comes up. And I never thought anything of it. And so then I go on this app that I have called Time Hop, and you can see pictures that you've saved or taken over the years. So yesterday the picture comes up, and I'm like, why do I have a picture from 5 years ago of Kelly's design? And I realized I screenshotted Kelly's picture, and they were not in my life at all. Like,
and so it was like literally that was 2 days ago, right?
I think it was
yesterday. And because when did you guys get engaged?
And so then and then 3 years ago yesterday, Cam proposed to me on the exact same day that I screenshotted the picture from you, but for my mom, and you weren't in my. It's just like bizarre.
It's crazy how those kind of things work out, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I was going to show you today. So if you want to just switch me down, just quickly, I want to show you, because that was I'll just move this. Oops, sorry, there's my hand. We're going out of this leather. We're not going to be carrying it any longer. We've got a lot of tan left, but only like, I don't know, 64 inches or something like that of the black. But this is what the bracelet was. It was this bling leather that you just put in one of these magnetic clasps. So to use this, what you do is you order as much as you need, like the 7 inches or whatever, and then you just use your thumbnail and just pull off that first little piece of rhinestone there, and then you just glue it in. I can't really glue it in there or put it in even because of that rhinestone. So you just sort of pick off the first one, and you just have a really cute bracelet like that. Mm-hmm. So that's what Savannah had seen. So
I should buy some, because my mom never did give me a bracelet.
She didn't?
No. I think she got me a lot of other things. So
So that was just kind of a cute story that that she wanted to tell you. So I thought that was really cute. All right, so we had the one last thing from our stuff from Tucson, and I purposely kept this aside because this was a very these are part of a very popular necklace that I made over 3 years ago. I brought it up yesterday, and we sold out of this kit faster than any other kit that we've ever had. They went instantly. So what I managed to get back in stock are these beautiful large puffy teardrop. Let me just maybe I'll get my little thing here. So they're puffy teardrop bead, and they're top drilled. Let me put glasses back on. There's too many things to do here. See, that is a fun story, isn't it? Right. So these are 26 millimeters across this way and 35 millimeters this way, and they have a drill hole across this way. So mostly I can get about a 2 millimeter leather in there, but this is a 1.5 that I'm going to use today. But look how cute that is. So you can make some really beautiful necklaces with these. So this is what's the code on this one?
DDH203.
So this is the rose quartz, and these are all $5.99 a piece. I just blended pricing to make it easy. And these are gorgeously cut. And now you might get the odd one that has like a little crystal, like some of the druzy, or it may be a little, out of whack or something like that. But they're all so beautiful that I wouldn't worry if there's like a little flaw or a blemish or something like that. This is the
cherry blossom agate.
Cherry blossom agate. What's the code on this one?
DDH 200.
All right,
200.
Look at that. That is so beautiful. So now instead of kits on these, what I'm doing, I've got more to show you, but instead of kits, what we're doing is just selling these as singles, so you guys can just make up your own. But I'm going to show you some possibilities today. Look at this.
This is my favorite.
I can't say this. This one's hurting my brain today.
It is Lepidocrate. We had it.
Lepidocrosite.
Yeah.
Quartz. Well, what I'll call it is stunningly beautiful. Look at all those crystals in there.
They're not all like that though.
No, every single one of these is going to look different. So if you want to grab a second one of these just so they can see, they're not going to be the same. So if you go, oh my gosh, they're all going to look like that, they won't. So some are going to look like that, and some are going to look like that. So, and I mean, like this, look at this one. That's like kind of orange. Yeah. So that's a sort of the array that you're going to get. And we're just going to reach in the bag and grab one for you, but they're all equally as beautiful.
The code on that one is DDH 201.
Just going to get those out of the way. And then look at this. We have labradorite. Now some has a lot of flash more than others. This one had a ton. Look at that. The flash on that is insane. So beautiful. Not everyone has flash. So, and again, we're just going to, reach in and grab what we grab, but look at that one. So beautiful. And they've made the drill holes pretty good. Like I said, you could easily get a 2 millimeter, but I don't want to guarantee it because the odd one may not come up like that. And then that code was for the labradorite was
DDH 204.
And then this one is the last one we have, and this is actually orange sodalite, and the code on this one is
DDH 202.
So the nice thing about this is some of it will have the little bit of orange. So this has got the orange on one side, and then just all blue on the other, but you can see some of the orange veining. So you can wear it either way. But aren't those fun? I mean, we just could not. It's taken me 3 years to get these back in stock. I would constantly get hold of my girl in China, and she just could never have any made. And then I contacted the original vendor, and he had some, but he wanted a fortune for them. Like they were literally double to what I paid last time, like everything is. But I got a little bit better pricing, not much, but I was able to get at least some and got some different flavors for you. So there you go. So what I wanted to show you, so you guys like those? They're different, aren't they? They're so beautiful with leather. It's all right. I needed I needed a drink of water. My throat's a little sore today. Okay, so if you go onto the listing, sorry, I've got ice cubes in my mouth now. If you go into the actual listing for these pieces, you will see I've linked my original piece that I made with it, where I used more pieces on it. So it just so you can have a little bit of a hard copy. So if you're wanting to copy what I'm making today, you'll be able to do it a little bit easier. So what I've got here today is about 42 inches of 1.5 millimeter leather. And I've got one of the orange soda lights. So you can see this one really doesn't have any orange in it, maybe just a touch in the bottom. But what it has up here is some, looks like mica. So it must have been next to, or had a little bit of mica in the stone when they dug that one out. So that one is really gorgeous. And then I'm going to pick a different, I'm going to show you a few different options. I'm going to pick a bead. I'm not sure which one. So I've got some large hole beads, and I don't know which one we'll try, all these three. And I just kind of wanted to show you some options, because this, again, Wednesdays are about showing you options and not necessarily, like real like finished products. It's about giving you some ideas, right? That's what we were going to do on Wednesdays. And then also we've got our barrel knot tube, and we've got one of our SOC4. So this is our silicone slider, but this is the little bit bigger one. So it's SOC4 if you're looking for it in the website. And the only tool I'm going to need on this, and look at these things that I never have, scissors. I never have them, but I asked Savannah to grab them. They're kind of gungy looking, but I'm just reading some of the things here.
People said they missed the little tag, so I am writing everything out right now for a comment of what the codes are.
Yeah, so they're all going to be in the if you go into the what's new page, or if you go on to semi-precious singles, they're also in there. Oh, hey Susan, you got a shop? That's great. Well, good luck with that. I'm just seeing what Karen yeah, normally we do the little codes, but Savannah's popping them all up in the comments right now. So okay, so I'm just going to show you a quick and easy project. This, like I said, was literally one of our fastest selling necklaces that we could not keep in stock. So I'm just going to kind of move this stuff around. So I've got 42 inches of leather, and I'm going to meet the two ends up and find the middle. And I'm going to go off to the side just ever so slightly. So I'm going to take my barrel knot tube, and I'm going to place it on top there, and I'm going to wrap towards my left hand 3 times. You guys know I got to do the barrel knots, right? I think barrel knots and leather are like that perfect combination. Okay, so I'm just going to get that looking nice. And then on the other side, I'm going to run my piece here. And so now I'm just going to turn it over here, and I'm going to create another one. So now we've got the bead in the way, but I don't worry about it. I just kind of like, jam it all in there, and somehow it works. So just make sure that you're taking your time when you're doing your barrel knots so they're nice and neat. So now in this one, I'm going to kind of move that in with my thumbnail and kind of get it where I want it. Now that could be your necklace right there, just like that. You wouldn't even have to put any embellishment. Guys could wear this. Like I would definitely do the sodalite for a guy, or maybe the labradorite, and you could keep it just really simple like that. And then maybe do a different kind of a clasp, or you could do one of these sliders, but it's one of those sort of unisex kind of things. So super simple. Now, if you want, you can add some embellishments on the side. So in my original one, I added 2 beads, but you can add whatever you want. I just want to give you some ideas. So you could add a pearl. That's what I did in my original one. I did a pearl, and then a barrel knot, and then another pearl, and then a barrel knot. We just don't have the same amount of pearls that we had 3 years ago when I did that video. So I thought, I'm just not going to do a kit. I'll let you guys kind of create your own. So you can see if you do a pearl, how nice that would be. That's just beautiful. And we do have some colored pearls. What have we got for large hole pearls?
I'm just looking.
So for 8 millimeter, we've got off-white and gray right now. We don't have a lot. I'm going to try and get some more in. So what
is the code for the barrel knot tube?
Just we'll type in barrel knot tube.
Barrel knot tube.
Let's see. I forget what it is.
Go. The code, if you type in AAA310, barrel knot tube will come up.
And the measurement, yes, it does depend on the length that you choose. However, I'm going to explain a little bit more about that at the end here. So, all right. So another large hole bead is this is a tiara cast one, and this is 94-5505 in their silver. So that would look really, really nice with a knot on either side there. And then one more here, and then I'm going to just decide what I want. So this one is another tiara cast, and this is their Celtic large hole bead. So this is 94-5506. Ooh, I like that. Okay, that's pretty. That's what I'm going to use. Okay, so I will put that on there, and then I will do another barrel knot. Now, again, this is your piece if you're creating at home. So you could do one of these beads, and then you could do a pearl next to it. You could, you can mix it up. You don't have to do just what I'm doing. So you could start off with that. And then if you wanted, you could, I don't know if I would put this white one with it, but you see, you could do something like that. But we're just going to keep it super simple today. And I'll just use another one of these. So I'm just going to flip this over and do it on the other side.
Rose, the code is AAA310.
And if you buy any of our kits where I use a barrel knot tube, you actually get the tube in the kit. So, but we do have them for sale. So, all right. So you can see how fast something like this would come together. I'm just sort of throwing it together there. So there we go. There's just like a simple kind of a necklace. Now to use the SOC4 for the end, what I would do is I would, okay, first thing is you have to decide how long you want this. This is going to make it so that it's adjustable so that it slides off and on. What you have to make sure that you account for is the size of your head. So if you got a great big melon and you want this a short necklace, then these sliders aren't necessarily the best thing because it's going to be harder to work with. But you can pull the slider all the way down to the very end and then move it up. So I will demo what I'm blabbing about here. So what I do is I just meet those together and run my hands down. And those are pretty much identical, but you could trim that off if you wanted. But what I am going to do is I'm going to make one side kind of a nice sharp edge like that. So you can do this two different ways. You can bring them both in going this direction, like so that they're like that, or you can crisscross them so that you have one going in that way and one going in this way. So, and it makes it easier to get in there if you make that one side a little bit of an angle like that. So what I meant before was you can tighten this up and so you can make it like a little choker, and then you would just have these hanging down the back. So you can do all sorts of things with these. And then so you could adjust it. If you found that you didn't need it quite this large, you could trim these off on the back. But what I would do on the ends is I would just, you can actually do this without a barrel knot tube, but I just go around twice and put that through the end. So I just do like a little kind of end on it. And I probably would have done that a little closer. Am I on camera?
Yep, you're good.
Okay. Pull that down. Now I didn't bring any glue today, but you could trim that off a little bit and then put a little dab of glue, because that's the part that's going to take all the punishment, is the very end there, because that's where you're going to be, opening and closing your necklace. So I didn't leave myself enough there. So sometimes I have to end up wasting a bit of leather, because when you don't have enough leather to get in that tube, it makes it really hard. So I do try to minimize my waste, but there we go.
Kelly, what is a good length for a men's necklace?
Well, it depends on the dude.
Asking. And
right?
how like, do they want it like a choker? Or...
Yeah, it really depends on the size. I mean, my son and my husband are completely different sizes. So it really does depend on what they like. Most guys like to wear it close around their neck. They don't like to wear it long. So probably like a 20, I think, like we used to have this guy that used to come in and we did multiple necklaces for him. And I think he was like a 24, but he was a big, buff kind of guy. But most guys are probably going to be around 22, maybe 24 if they've got a thicker neck. But it depends on if they're thin or how they, the length. So there we go. That's just a real simple little throw together to show you how to use these beautiful beads. So let me just put it on this little thing here, my little riser. Ugh. But you can see how fast you can throw together something like that. Now, these would sell all day long at a craft fair. This would be something that I know for sure you guys would sell if you kept your embellishments to a minimum down here on the bead. Just trying to make it so you can actually see this, but.
See, if I were to make this, I would put a coordinating semi-precious stone here at the ends.
You could, like, it's just hard because these are large hole, but you could put like any kind of a large hole. Or you would need a large hole. These aren't large hole. You would need a large hole. So you can do anything. I mean, you can also make a little area in the back here where you could put a charm. You could just put another barrel knot here and have a charm hanging down the back. You could also hang a charm off of here if you wanted on one side, if you, in between a barrel knot. Excuse me. I need a drink of water so you can chat.
I don't like being put on the spot like that. I need to have a list of things that I can quickly talk about, I should say.
So yeah, so there, it's just nice and simple. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. So yeah, there you go. It's just, something easy that you can throw together. And I just really wanted to make sure that you saw all of those beautiful pendants because I was so excited to be able to bring those back because they've been really, really hard.
Also, they're delicate. I broke one today.
Yeah, she dropped her bag.
They break.
Well, they're stone. They're
stones are hard. I always.
Your melon would break if you fell.
I'm not a stone. I'm a human.
Thank you, Auntie Karen. I appreciate that. Aw, I gotta come see you guys. You'll have to shoot me your address so I can stop by and say hi. That Karen Monroe is a very long time friend of the family, and my uncle. Well, we call him aunt and uncle because that's what we do here. Uncle Ian is the person that got me started with bagpipes. He helped me get my bagpipes going when I was a little girl. And my mom and Karen worked together for years, and we've all been friends for a very long time. And I love them dearly. So, and I miss having my store open because Auntie Karen would pop in and say hi. So I miss that part of it. But who's wearing this? You're wearing the same shirt as me? That's kind of funny. I bought mine on, did you get yours on Amazon for super cheap? Because that's where I got mine from. I was doing some shopping one day. I'm like, well, these are all cheap. These look good. They're perfect for, schlepping around. Because around here, I wear makeup basically one day a week. And that's on Wednesdays.
Yeah. Grace always, we get up in the morning and Grace goes, oh, are you doing your live today, Mommy? Yes, I am.
The rest of the week, I look like something the cat dragged in because I just don't care anymore. I never leave here. I come down to work and then I go up and I cook dinner and then I go to bed. It's just, I don't know. And my husband could not care less if I have my hair done or my makeup on. So, today's double duty because I'm going out for dinner with my mom and my husband. So I figured, well, I should try and look good.
Diane Woods, if you place an order, just write in the comment box and we'll try and add it to your previous order.
I think it's already been shipped.
Oh, did we ship it already?
I don't know. Did you get a thing, Diane, that said that yours has been shipped? I can't remember. Or no, it hasn't been. So yeah, you can place it. Just make sure you write that in because we have got a ton of orders. On Wednesdays, it's just Savannah and I, and we don't ever pick orders or even print them off, but it has been crazy over the last 24 hours. So we were actually doing orders today, which we never do. So thank you to everybody that helps keep us in business by placing orders. We do appreciate it. So I'm just trying to read some of the Yeah.
Yeah, it is very helpful in the orders if you write in the comment box. If you have 2 orders, because then we make sure that we ship them together.
Yeah.
So we can give you the credit.
Yeah, we do try and look, but when there's, hundreds of orders there, it can be hard. Joan, the bead that I'm using on the end here is a silicone slider, and it's SOC4 is the code that you would type in. You can also just type in the word silicone and they'll pop up, but this is the larger one. There's a SOC2, there's also barrels, but this is the SOC4. It's really versatile and it makes it so nice. Like that's the necklace. That's all. Gotta go that way. That's all there was to it. Just a few parts. So super simple. And this one, I swear, if you guys are looking for something for a summer craft thing, if you're doing pop-up shops or craft fairs, you're going to put it on.
Yeah, right on.
But you want to make sure that you do put something on the end, like a little stopper to stop it from, otherwise your slider is going to come right off.
Well, that's pretty.
So I don't know if you guys can
Can't really see.
because on her, but so she's wearing it long.
This is
But
it
now,
short.
like
if it was
but no,
short.
you can actually make it short by
No,
pulling.
I know, but
Yeah,
my
but
hair's in
so
the way.
this is how long it is on Savannah.
Yeah.
And that was at 44 inches. So it's a little long. It hangs in between the girls, which is where we don't want necklaces to hang.
Why?
Well, because we're going to get graphic because they start flapping, your necklaces flap around between the boobs.
I don't know if you got
And you got lots of boobs.
Conversation there. That's cover the boobs. There we go.
Yeah. So now if you want to make it shorter, you just pull the ends. So if you're a shorter kind of person and you want to have it shorter, you just cut those ends off and just tie.
Now it's like,
so
this is how I think a man would wear it.
Yeah, that's where guys like it is almost like not quite a choker, but kind of choker-y.
Yeah.
Right. So
and Pat, sign up for our emails and you will get an email to notify you of a sale.
Yeah. Yeah, we pretty much send out, Savannah does an email once a week and sometimes twice. And we usually have something that we need to tell you and or a sale, that sort of thing. We don't spam you. We don't send out like 10 a week sort of thing. Like
maybe
some companies.
Maybe 2 a week. Maybe.
Yeah. So thanks, Joan. Yeah, it is. It's really, really simple. You don't have that problem, Catherine? She wasn't blessed with the big boob problem, I guess.
I wasn't until I got bigger.
Yeah.
Not taller, bigger.
Yeah.
And then I got it.
But it's nice and simple, isn't it? I
really like it, yeah.
And you can leave it just this length so you can have that versatility. You would just have your cords hanging down the back of your neck a little bit, and there's nothing wrong with that. So how much would I charge? Well, you got to go watch my YouTube video on how to price out your jewelry properly. But on something like that, because if you use those beads, let's see, that's 6'8". I'd probably charge at least $26 or $28.99. I probably would. Now that's if I was actually doing it back when I sold jewelry, I probably would have charged $69.99 because I sold my jewelry for a lot of money. But if you want to sell something fast, you don't want to overprice it. So if you're doing craft fairs, things like that, those beads are about $6. And then you add all the other things. Sorry, what are you laughing at?
Wanda's message. What? Wanda's message.
We love you, Wanda. That's great. I have never heard of that before. That is hilarious. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That was thank you for the giggle. We needed that.
Barbara, we will look into your order.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll check everybody's stuff. We'll make sure that we try to watch as orders are coming in. So so you want to charge accordingly, but on something like this, depending on what you use for these, these are like $1.25, and then you've got your leather, which is like another $2. So you're getting about $10 worth of materials. So you don't want to just double it because you're not making any money then. So at the very least, I would do like $24.99, but I'd probably go like $28.99, something like that. Why not make a couple extra bucks? Yeah. Right. So, try them and see how they go, and make them super cute so that people will want them. Like you want people to go, oh, I have to buy that. Yeah. Because they will never see this anywhere. These are these kind of stones that are that sort of teardrop with the that drill hole going this way. The top drill, you never see those anywhere. So
I wasn't gonna buy any, but you can
have the one you broke.
That was broken. give it to Grace.
Well, I don't have a shop anymore, Rosemary. I'm just online as of August of last year. So I have everything on the website that I used to carry in my store. So
yeah.
Alrighty. So how are we? Are we getting close? Oh, we're getting pretty close to the alarm that's going to go off, but you know, we're doing okay today. So well, Cindy, we will get those out as fast as we can. We're a little backed up with orders, but we'll try our best to get it out tomorrow. If whatever doesn't get out the door tomorrow, we will get out Monday. We don't work on Fridays because we don't want to. We decided that we're going to have long weekends every week, and everybody's really liking that. So yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's about everything that I had wanted to say this week. So thank you for all the orders and for all the kind birthday wishes. Everybody writes, you know, happy birthday and stuff in the orders. And it's really sweet. I do appreciate it. And really, really appreciate each and every one of you that buys from my store, watches my videos, and loves on me all the time, which is that's really, really nice. I appreciate it so much. So I guess that's about it. Do you have anything else? No, she's got like creative juices flowing in her head now. She's like, I'm going to buy that one and I'm going to do this.
No, actually, I'm like still slowly going into a food coma after lunch.
What'd you have for lunch?
Subway.
So, oh yeah, like, Subway.
Getting tired.
I had toast with egg salad on it because I'm lazy today. So
that's why I had Subway.
Yeah. All right. Well, have fun shopping. And the sale, it will be on until Sunday at midnight. And we will see you back here next Wednesday. I have no idea what we're going to do, but we'll figure out something. I've got a couple ideas up my sleeve. If you guys have any ideas for any videos that you would like to see, drop it in the comment. Even after we are not live, if you think of something later, don't ask me to do fine beadwork. That's not my deal. You want to go to Jill Wiseman for that. But anything else, like if you're looking for something really cool, just drop it in a comment so that I can maybe think about a new video to put up for either on my Monday videos or doing a demo for you on a Wednesday. How many strands is in a bead order?
Depends how many you order.
Yeah, well, like we only sell them by the single strand, right? So if you buy a strand for $29.99, that's what you're paying. So,
or do they mean how many beads on a strand?
Everyone's different. Every single strand comes in differently. So if you look in the description, it will tell you how many beads approximately are on the strand. So, alrighty. Well, thank you very much, Wonder Woman. To the Barrel Knot Queen, I'll take that. I should be wearing my crown for multiple reasons today, I guess. Okay, so and happy Mother's Day to everybody that is a mother or is like an important person in somebody's life that, you know, because there's lots of people that aren't mothers that like my bestie, she's not a mom, but she's everybody's favorite aunt. And so, you know, people like that deserve to have a day for them too. So let's call it Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all of you out there. And again, thank you for all your support. And we will see you back here next Wednesday at 1 o'clock. So go off and make some fabulous jewelry and we will see you soon. Okay. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.